Hello, my name's Esther Wakeman. I'm Chief Executive of Leeds Hospitals Charity. Welcome to my video blog, where every month I chat to members of staff from Leeds Teaching Hospitals Trust and hear about the fantastic work they do and how your donations to Leeds Hospitals Charity are making a difference. And today is no exception. I'm joined by the marvellous Professor Adam Glaser, who is a Professor of Paediatric Oncology in the Children's Hospital. Hello, Adam. How are you?
Good, thanks, Esther. Great to be with you.
Thank you for joining me. Do you want to tell me a bit about the work that you do in the Children's Hospital?
Sure. So I'm a Professor of Children's Cancer Medicine. I'm also the research lead for the whole of Leeds Children's Hospital, which is really what I'd like to focus on today. One of the real drivers for us and one of the enablers has been the opening up our new clinical research facility, which is an age-appropriate children's research facility. So we've got a really nice environment specifically for kids when they're coming in and taking part in our research studies. We're looking at children who have really life-threatening illnesses such as Duchenne muscular dystrophy or young babies who are born with neurological conditions, which means that their life is extremely limited, such as spinal muscular atrophy. And we're really now able to be involved at absolutely cutting-edge therapies, looking at gene therapies and advanced cellular therapies to see if we can break this pathological process and actually lead to the kids actually being cured of their illness or living for much longer periods than they currently are. And it's hard to underestimate the importance of that, because actually as a clinician on a day-to-day basis, when you're facing families and children, when you're telling them that either their life is going to end relatively soon or they're going to live with severe disability, the heartbreak and the emotional distress and sadness is so horrendous. And I think we'd all want to do everything possible to try and stop that and prevent that. And I think any work and any research that offers some hope and some genuine possibility of finding some really new answers and will give us the possibility to transform care.
It's always fascinating listening to you because you have such passion for what you do. What really drives you? What is it that makes you think, yes, we need to do this. We need to be able to do more research. We need to help more children. What is it that's a real driver for you?
It feels fundamentally wrong for children to die, actually. For children to die before their parents it feels like the order of nature has been flipped over. And you see that actually in our work. When we deal with families, I'm a paediatric oncologist, when we deal with children with cancer and you talk to their parents or even you talk to their grandparents, so often we hear from grandparents, it's the wrong way around. I would do anything for me to be the person getting this diagnosis, not my grandchild. And I think the more we can do to support that, to prevent that from happening, the better.
And I've heard that you've also got some exciting news that is going to be released soon. That you've just amazing the work that you're doing here in Leeds. Do you want to share?
We've been really proud and pleased to be part of a huge portfolio of oncology cancer clinical research studies. So 20 years ago, when I became a consultant, we were quoting survival figures of about 73 or 74% of all children with cancer would become 5-year survivors. And we're delighted to report, which we're going to release on International Children's Cancer Awareness Day, which is February the 15th, that the 5-year survival for all children diagnosed in Yorkshire, diagnosed before their 15th birthday, has gone up to 86%, which means that 86 out of every 100 kids will, we hope, be cured of their cancer. But we're not there yet. We're not, clearly, until we get 100%, every single child diagnosed with cancer cured, we mustn't stop. We mustn't rest on our laurels. We've really got to work incredibly hard to get that final bit of progress through. And that way, then we won't have parents and grandparents experiencing such terrible sadness and their children going through such suffering.
Well, thank you, Adam. I mean, listening to you just reminds me why it's so important for us to raise money for Leeds Hospitals Charity so that we can be able to provide Leeds Children's Hospital with more funding to do research. You're absolutely right. It's very wrong for any parent or grandparent to, be outliving their child. It's just a horrible, horrible thing to even consider. So anything that we can do to advance the research to be able to work towards that nirvana of having 100% success rate that every child with cancer can survive, we would want to do that, and I'm sure many people will want to donate to support the work that you and your team are doing. Absolutely remarkable hearing from you today, and we will continue as a charity to put funding into research in the Children's Hospital, all of the areas you've mentioned, and your area. And last year, in total, we gave 1.2 million in research funding to the hospitals in Leeds, but we would like to give a lot more. Because we've heard what can be achieved with the donations that are given. So the more that we receive, the more that we're able to help. And really thank you for listening today, and hope you join me next month when I will be meeting another amazing person from Leeds Hospitals, and hope to see you then. Thanks.